there, it's Ariana from Crafting Happiness. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet these really cute mini apples. I will be making the red one, and I am using a red, green and brown double knit yarn, a 3mm crochet hook, scissors and a needle. So let's get started. Start with the red yarn and make a magic ring. And inside the magic ring we will be crocheting 6 single crochet. And now pull the tail to close the magic ring. Pull it tight, and this is your first round. Now I'll be using a piece of yarn to mark the beginning of each round, because we are not going to turn or close the rounds. So you need to mark the point where each round starts, and that's why I'm using this piece of yarn. So let's go on with the second round. And in the second round we will be increasing in each of these stitches. So basically you make 2 single crochet in each stitch. So we have one, and then the second one in the same stitch. And it's a bit tight because we're working with a thicker yarn that is not made for this hook. But if we want to keep the apple small, we will have to use a smaller hook. So make 2 single crochet in each of the 6 stitches. Okay, and this is your second round, and if you have a hole in the middle still, make sure you are pulling this tail tight and there will be no hole left, because you don't want the stuffing to show. So let's go on to round number 3, and on round number 3 we will be increasing every other stitch. So let's start with a single crochet, and then in the next stitch we increase by making 2 single crochet. So that's 1 and that is 2. And we'll be repeating this 6 times around. So again, a single crochet and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet, increase in the next, single crochet, increase in the next stitch, single crochet and an increase in next, and lastly 1 single crochet and an increase in the last stitch of the round. And this is your third round. The stitch count for this round is 18, and we will be moving to round 4. And in this round we're gonna continue to increase, but every 3 stitches. And what I mean is make 2 single crochet, 1 in the next 2 stitches, and then an increase. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. and again single crochet in the next 2 stitches, then an increase in the next. I will be repeating this around until the end, so that will be 6 increases. So 2 single crochet and then 1 increase. Two single crochet and 1 increase, and again 2 single crochet one increase, and last 2 single crochet and 1 increase in the last stitch in the round. And this is what we have so far. We have a circle. The stitch count for this round is 24, and now we are going to make 3 rounds of single crochet stitches. So simply single crochet in each of the 24 stitches for the next 3 rounds. So I've completed my 3 single crochet rounds. This is what it looks like, and don't forget to push your work with the right side out. And now we will be starting our decrease rounds, and I will show you how to do an invisible decrease if you don't know yet. So on round 8 we will decrease every 3 stitches. So we make 2 single crochet and then a decrease. And I'll show you how to do the invisible decrease, because it's a lot better than the usual decrease, which is 2 single crochet together. So insert your hook from bottom to top in between the stitch. So you pick up the front loop only, and then move your hook down and grab the front loop of the next stitch, like so. And now on your hook you have the loop and the 2 front loops. Yarn over and pull through the 2 front loops, and then yarn over and pull through the 2 remaining loops. And as you can see, or you can't see, the invisible decrease, it's quite invisible. Alright, so now we will do again 2 single crochet, and next another decrease. So like I said, pick up the front loop from bottom to top, inserted in the middle of the hook of the stitch, and then push your hook down and underneath again and pick up the next front loop. There you go, like that. Then yarn over, pull through the 2, yarn over, pull through the 2 stitches, loops. Okay, so we will be repeating this section until we reach the end of the round. So again, 2 single crochet, followed by a decrease, two single crochet, a decrease, 2 single crochet, another decrease, I've got a squeaky hook today. 2 single crochet and a decrease from the last 2 stitches, and this completes round 8, and you can see now how it's being pulled in, and this is what we have so far. So let's move on to the next round number 9. Now the stitch count for round 8 is going to be 18 stitches. On round 9 we are decreasing still, but after each stitch, and what I mean is you make a single crochet and then a decrease, and we will repeat this section here, single crochet, decrease, around until the end, and that will be 6 times. So single crochet and a decrease, another single crochet and then decrease, single crochet and then decrease again, single crochet, another decrease, and last a single crochet followed by a decrease. And you can see now the hole is getting smaller and smaller, and before we do our last round we need to fill up the apple with stuffing. So pick up some stuffing and fill up the apple, and we don't want to stuff it extremely firm, so we don't want to make it very firm because we need to sew through it and give it the apple shape, but it needs some stuffing. All right. Okay, so this is how it looks like so far, and now we're going and complete the last round, and on this round we will be decreasing continuously, and the stitch count for the previous round was 12 stitches, so that means we will be making in round 10 6 decreases. So let's just start. Let's push the apple together so you can crochet better, and just pick up the front loops and make the decrease. Make sure you're not picking up any toy stuffing while you're crocheting. So that's a bit fiddly because it's such a small apple. There is still a tiny hole left, but I'm going to show you how to close it. So for now, just cut the yarn, leave a longer tail because we need to sew through the apple and give it the shape. So leave a longer loop, cut the yarn and pull through. Okay, and now we need to fix this tiny hole, and we will sew the hole shut. So make sure your needle has an eye big enough so you can thread the yarn through, but it's thin enough so you can sew through such a small piece. Okay, so to close shut the hole, just thread your yarn around each stitch. So we have 6 stitches left. Just thread the yarn from inside to outside underneath the stitch. You can do that with a hook as well. You can just pull it with a hook. So from the inside, just put your needle underneath the stitch and thread the yarn loosely. And do that under each of the 6 stitches. And then, like we did with the magic ring, just pull the tail and it will close. So as you can see, there's no hole left. And now what we need to do is give this sphere the shape of an apple, like so. So we will be sewing through the middle, through both sides, and make sure it's got this this middle dent in here. All right, so just insert your hook through the middle, all the way through the other side. If you push like I did, if you push the stuffing out, it's fine. You can use the needle later to push it back. So let's find the center. Okay, finally. All right, so don't worry about the stuffing coming out. You can push it back in after. And now when you pull quite hard, we want the top to be dented. We don't want the bottom necessarily to be dented, but we want the top to have a dent in the middle. So pull quite hard, as you can see, and now hold it with your finger in and make a stitch. So insert the hook in between and on the other side. Okay, you won't be seeing this. Now insert the hook in the middle again, keep holding, insert in the middle and through. And you'll have to do this a couple of times. Okay, all right, so we back up. This time we're not going to pull as much. We want the top to be we want the bottom to be relatively flat. We just want the dent to be in the middle. So to do that, again, push a needle through and through the middle, like so. We already have a little bit of a dent, so now pull, hold it with your finger there and make a stitch. So insert it in the next gap and through. Just insert your needle through, and I should hold the stitch down, as you can see. Now we have a gap. Okay, so if you pull out some of the stuffing, just remove it. It's okay. All right, so this is how it looks like so far. Now let's move the yarn back up. So this is the apple so far. Now all you need to do is weave in the end. So I'll be weaving it a couple of stitches back and forth, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, and again, don't worry if you pull out some of the stuffing, you can push it back in. Like you see here, just use your needle and push the stuffing back in. And this is the apple. Now let's make the leaf and the stem. For the stem, use brown yarn and the same 3mm crochet hook, and start with a chain of 4, but leave a longer tail at the beginning. We will use it to attach the stem to the apple. So make a slip knot and then chain 4, and then single crochet in a second chain from the hook, and make 2 more single crochet, 1 in the next 2 chains. And this is it. This is your stem. Now just cut the yarn, leave a layer and pull. And this is the little stem. Now what I'd like to do with this one is also make a knot right here. Okay, and this is how it looks like. For the leaf, I'm using the green yarn, double knit yarn, and the same 3mm crochet hook, and we will start by making a chain of 6. Make sure you leave a longer tail at the beginning. We will use it to attach the leaf to the apple. So start with a slip knot and chain 6. Okay, and now make a slip stitch in a second chain from the hook, followed by a single crochet, then half double crochet in next, another half double crochet in the next, then in the last chain make a single crochet, make a slip stitch in the same chain, and then move this tail over to the other side and make a single crochet in the same chain. And now we crossed over to the other side of the chain, and we will be crocheting into those chains. So in the next one, make a half double crochet, and as you can see, inside that chain right there, we have a half double crochet this side and a half double crochet the other side. And this is how you crochet around the chain or on both sides of the chain. Now in the next chain, make another half double crochet, then in the next a single crochet and a slip stitch in the next, And we have completed our tiny leaf. Now cut the yarn, leave a longer loop and pull the yarn out. Now we will use the needle to thread this tail through the back all the way down. So let's do that. And use a thin needle that has a large enough eye to fit the yarn through. So you can use your regular big darning needle like this one because it's too thick and it will stretch the stitches. You need a thinner one like that. Alright, so let's see if I can get the yarn through in one go. Yes. Okay, it usually takes me a few tries. And so you have the yarn like this on the back of the leaf. Just thread it through the stitches all the way down. Alright. Don't pull the yarn too tight. You don't want the leaf to be skewed. So leave it like that. Okay, so this is our leaf. And now, like I did with the stalk, the stem, I will make a knot just to make sure I'm not gonna pull the stitch at the top. So make a loose knot. Don't tie it too tightly. Okay. So this is our leaf, and we are now going to attach the leaf and the stem to the apple. And this is really simple. I'm just going to use these two tails. I'm gonna thread them through and just knot them, and that's all you need to do. If you want, you can actually sew a few more stitches. It all depends what you need it for. I don't need it to be extremely secure. All I have to do is just thread this tail through the stitches right here. See if I can find. Okay, just like that. And then I'm just going to make a knot like that in there. Okay. There you go. So this is how it looks like. And now you're going to weave in these ends, or because mine is not going to be played with, so kids are not going to pull on the ends or anything like that. I'm safe to just hide the yarn by just pushing it through like so and then cutting it. Okay, and if you see the yarn coming out, it's fine, just push it in with your needle, and that's it. And now let's do the other side, the other tail. Oh, I'm really good today. I can do this in one go. I can thread the needle in one go. It usually takes me forever to try and push that yarn through. Okay, so let's cut this tail, and then next we will attach the leaf, and the leaf will go in here like so. And we use the same technique. We thread one of the ends and then we tie it to the apple. Okay, so just place your leaf like so, so you know where the location is, where to push your needle through. Okay, so that goes in there, and then you can do this one the other way around, thread it through the other side. So as you can see, we threaded from left to right. Now we do from right to left, like so, and then just tie it, and we just make a knot, and we can make a knot at the back if it's less visible, like so. And this is what we have so far, and if you want, you can make a couple of stitches at the back to attach it to the apple if you want it to stay more flat. I like it raised like that, it's more natural, I think, looking. So now I'm just going to weave in the ends. Or more like hide the ends. Let's see. And now cut the yarn, and like I said, if you see the yarn popping up, just push it back in, it's fine. So now the last tail. Okay, just pull the yarn through. Okay, and then cut it. And if you pull up some of the stuffing, that is fine. You just push it back in and just clean it up a little bit. And this is the finished apple. And you can just make 2 leaves if you like. I like it with 1 if it's too busy with 1, with 2. And yeah, this is how you crochet a mini apple.